This is Goku-san, DBZ, and welcome back for a new top 10 sales list. So, with that said, this is going to be top 10 best-selling as of right now sales numbers as of the end of December 2019. So, with that said, and these are strictly physical sales. Keep in mind, these physical only does not include digital sales numbers. So with that said, ranks might be different if you include sell digital, but unfortunately Nintendo has never provided digital sales statistics. So with that said, no honorable mentions. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, as of right now, best-selling game for the Nintendo Switch is Super Mario Maker 2, which is still a relatively new game, so it's surprising it's already up here. According to most accurate and recent sales numbers, it has sold around 3.93 million copies, so just shy of 4 million. That's pretty impressive, given how new the game is, only less than a year old, and it's already sold almost 4 million copies. Though probably over 4 once you add digital. But coming in at number 9 is selling an estimated 4.59 million copies. Is a game New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yeah, interesting. Just a Switch port of the Wii U game, of course, which is actually, at least physical sales, it has sold 4.59 million, so might as well say 4.6 million. Pretty good numbers. Coming in at number 8 is a game that only came out in November. So, like, add that together, we're talking maybe about 2 months of sales, give or take. It's already in 8th place, and who knows with digital sales, but in 8th place is Pokemon Sword and Shield combined together, selling an estimated 6 million copies. So, needless to say, Pokemon is still just as popular as ever. Coming in at 7th place, selling an estimated 7.59 or say around 7.6 million. Super Mario Party in at 7th place. Coming in at 6th place, selling an estimated 9.28, so round off around 9.3 million. Splatoon 2. I didn't even realize Splatoon was actually that big of a game. Surprising sales numbers when I looked up. I didn't realize how big Splatoon 2 was, but yeah, it has sold over 9 million copies. Coming in 5th place is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee, selling an estimated 11.28 million copies. So round off about 11.3 million. That's pretty impressive sales numbers, if you ask me. Given from what I heard about the game, was so-so. Coming in at number 4, I guess it's no surprise at all in sales numbers, but coming at number 4, selling an estimated 14.54 million copies, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, so it has sold over 14.5 million copies, which is crazy, and on top of it, it sold about like 5 or 6 million copies on the Wii U, so, and if you add digital sales numbers, it has probably sold around 20 million copies between both consoles. But this is physical sales. Still, 14.5 million, pretty impressive physical sales numbers. Coming in at number 3 is the game that is currently ranked my personal favorite Switch game right now. Selling an estimated 15.38 million copies. Super Mario Odyssey. It's the third best selling Switch game. And honestly, I think it deserves it. It is definitely my favorite Mario game in years. In my top 3 favorite Mario games of all time, in fact. Coming in at number 2 is still a relatively new game. Only been out a little over a year. Physical sales numbers only 15.71 million copies. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you include digital sales numbers, I'd say the game has probably sold 18 to 19 million copies. That's absurd amount. Coming in at number 1, selling an estimated 19.01 copies. So if you include digital, it's probably sold 21 million copies at least. So basically about a third of all Switch owners owns a copy of this game, but selling 19.01 million copies. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Though there was a lot of Switches that included the game in bundles, so hard to say, but still, you can't deny that is a pretty impressive sales number, over 19 million copies. Well, with that said, those are the top 10 best-selling Nintendo Switch games in physical sales numbers, excluding digital sales. But leave a comment below. Which of the top 10 are you most surprised about? And what's your thoughts on the ranks? What's your personal favorite of the games on the ranks? I can say of the games on here, for me personally, favorite game is probably Super Mario Odyssey. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed the music in the background I've been doing off and on lately. I've been on a kick of more retro techno type music as of late. But I'll see you again for a future new best to worst list I'm working on right now. But you'll find out what that is soon enough. Oh yeah, and quickly announcing my next game review, which is going to be a fighting game / Nintendo Switch review, in fact. Blade Strangers is the next game review I'm working on for the Nintendo Switch, of course. But I'll see everyone next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.